I hope everyone's blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for the support. We're all learning and growing and, parting ways with dramatic situations that will head us towards a peaceful path of prosperity and abundance. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're knowing more. Even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos are very informative to you, uplifting, inspiring, or just gives you good vibes or good information you would love to share with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times and need confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. The music I'm listening to in the background is called 888 Hertz plus 852 Hertz Angel Frequency. Remove remove all self-doubt, fear, and self-sabotage. Manifest miracles. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyoka is powerful. Spiritual awakenings place us on the path of a prosperous life. And it's so true because a lot of us can be in jobs that it's just like we're there just because the pay is good. Other than that, it works your last nerve. You don't get along with your co-workers. There's always somebody you trying to just calm your nerves from. It's always something. There's times I've been in jobs where, oh God, even when I'm off my job, I'll still be talking about that job. And it's just like, in the universe, allow you. There are so many people I've met throughout this time of my spiritual awakening, even with me doing, one-on-one counseliments, empath counseliments, just to help you gain the idea of the things that are going on. Why are these transpiring in your life? And, these situations that, has altered your life is going to allow you to tear down all the things that has been placed together in your life for control, not abnormalities, but, control your life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, the world will place it out there like, these get rich schemes or, oh, the poor stay poor or whatever. And, all these different things is going on in your life that where, you're finally starting to understand that there's something different about my life. I want more out of life. This is not what everything is supposed to be like, or, I know there's something more out there that I need to learn about myself. All these different things are coming about for you, that you had to go through, a series of events. You had to go through shortcomings. You had to be where people were lying to you or cheated on you or stole from you or, placed you, threw you up under the bus a couple of times, even though you've been kind to folks, all these different things that had to go on. And it can be hard at times. You're trying to understand, why did I didn't deserve this or whatever. But then you had to go through all those different things. And you tend to benefit from those, those dark times. It's just like, when I look at all the different situations I've been in, and certain things I forgot all about, because especially when you're going through all these different situations where things from your past is starting to come back, you're like, dang, I forgot all about that. But it's, everything is starting to clear from you. All these things is, has put you in a dark moment where you're upset, you're confused, you're mad, because there's truth that's being slapped in your face from so many different levels, so many different directions, and you allowing yourself to see, the bigger picture of why things has transpired into your life. I look at certain situations and I was like, it was always like a moment, or, what is this? This don't make any sense. And then when I start understanding a lot of things. It's just like when I was growing up, there was always drama around me. It's like because I spoke my truth, and there was always somebody trying to gang up on me, or certain things. I placed myself in certain situations where I should have let nature take its course with certain people. With me trying to be the person that fixes everything and end up messing me up, and used to understand. I was like, why is this certain person always got to find themselves in a mix of trying to create drama in my life? I was like, I've never really done nothing to this person, but she's always, there was always that one person that always kept stuff going in the circle. And then when I finally started figuring out about my life, because it was somebody that I know, my mom used to tell me to stay away from that chick, because there's too much drama, and and she analyzes glass houses, knowing and throwing rocks at them when she knows she living in one herself, and then got too much trash in front of her stuff that she need to clean up on. And then come to find out, she knew about my whole family situation, and her mom was good friends with my mom's ex-husband's wife, and it used to be water cooler talking. I used to always wonder why she used to come up to me and do these personal jabs and stuff. And then when I finally started seeing how things were transpiring, I was like, oh, so she knew this whole time and used to make little jokes about it. But now it allowed me to understand the bigger truth of certain situations. Like there was Easter eggs, coming into my life all the time, and I really wasn't catching it. Because if you're a child, there's a lot of things you're just not understanding, or why. I'm that type of person. I just blurt it out. I ain't got time to be, pussyfooting around certain things or say something indirect and directly, because I'm that type of person. I'll say it to you. If it's meant for you to hear, it's meant for you to hear. If it ain't, it ain't. I'm just always been that type, straightforward. But now it's just like when I see my situations at time, I can really appreciate those dark situations. I used to fear my mom's ex-husband on so many different things, because he was always that monster in my closet. I used to always be afraid of this person that lurked in the shadows of me, other than my dad, for me being he was the chaser and the runner, but there was always that one that tore us apart all the time. It was always that cloaked person that was always dragging me away from my dad in my dreams all the time, and didn't realize, it was, my mom's ex-husband and his wife all the time. And I know, it was just like so many different things was coming into play for me. Like whether it was a book I read that, draw to certain things that I'm dealing with right now. It's like movies I've watched. Well, I've watched like The Craft, Constantine, Vatican tapes. What other movies? Like different witch movies, like The Covenant. All these different things that popped off in my life, and I can be like, God, dog. These things totally resonated with me, and it was allowing those Easter eggs to be able to take form in my life and allow me to know these are the things that's coming. The things that I need to prepare myself for, the things that I truly am. What I need to accept, what do I need to part ways with. It was very intense for me to be able to heal from the things that's been placed on my life. I'm not trying to be an advocate or, make myself a victim of, a child that was abused, even though I did receive a lot of abuse, whether it was verbally, physically, emotionally, mentally, somewhat sexually. All these different things is taking place in my life that, I can truly appreciate, when I stop actually looking at it through a negative situation, even though it hurts at time, because, the grief and stuff when you lose a parent. And but then I kind of learned to appreciate everything and where it has brought me, because it was like, where do I fit in the world? What do I want to do? Where is my life purpose? Because what I'm doing is just really not meshing with me, and I'm just tired of it. And when I had to go through this downtime, it was just like moment of truth, that it was like as raw, harshest form that it can possibly be. And it was like my mom was telling me this right before she passed away, that I was going to go through some really trying times. Shoot, if I really want to break it down, actually, I was talking to a psychic like when I was pregnant with my last daughter, and they were telling me about certain things that was going on in my life, what things were about to happen, and I was just so thrilled. And I told my mom about it, and she freaked out. So it allowed me to really appreciate everything that I went through. And it was a hard situation for me to actually swallow. Like, it was just dealing with so many things. That's when it tests your strength. When you're not just dealing with one hard situation. I was dealing with like 4 or 5 of them all at one time. And it was like, okay, here's your truth. Now you got to deal with it. You ask for the truth. It's like you always got to be careful about what you pray for, because sometimes you might get it and that's not what you were expecting. And it's just like you have to be very careful about what you pray for, because I always prayed for the truth. And it was just like I knew there was something in my life that was not making sense. I knew there was something I was totally missing, because my mind was always violated. So it was like all these things that was suppressed or either was toyed with or altered, finally came back and spoke my truth. And I mean, it took me there mentally and emotionally. I thought I was falling apart in so many different ways. And then, I started making my videos. I smoked weed to just deal with all the things that I was, trying to cope with. Because at those times I was coping with it. I didn't know how to let it go. I didn't know how to face it and part ways with it, because it was so much that, I mean, I was like, you telling me what? I was like, my family had something to do with this. And it was like, that was like a punch in, and I didn't even have no, I ain't got no man parts down there, but it felt like I grew a pair and then it was just straight stomped on. So, but then when I finally, it took time. It was not something that was easy to, really deal with. But then when I see what my experience is, for me being able to be vocal about it, being that voice that I never knew I really had, because it's like the way I was put together, I was always very outspoken. I never let people take advantage of me. At times I did, and it got to that point where, what, my life has always been this way, where I would think something and just really not say it, because I was worried about people's feelings and how they would be said. And then it got that point where, hell, they ain't being considerate about mine. Why I got to do that? And I had to speak my truth, and, not allowing myself to be scared anymore. And it's just like when I finally snatched that power back, shoot, they ain't know how to act after that. But then when I started seeing how many people that I have been able to help through the tragic situations that I was going about in my life, allowed me to know this is not just about me. It goes further past than, what has actually occurred in my life. It wasn't even about me. Even though it was about me, it wasn't really about me. It was about the journey I was about to take with the situations that happened to me. And I really can benefit about that situation. It's like I pray to God all the time, even though I'm not in a place where I'm truly wanting to be and ready to part ways with, and allow me to be strong. And those are the things that my family didn't want me to realize. They did, they wanted to beat me down to the point where I felt like I was nothing. I was, just a waste of space. They always made me feel that way. And now it's just like, they didn't realize they were pressing their insecurities out on me. They seen the power that I can have to manifest everything that was going on in my life, and I can take it further. And that's what, they tried to, alter to make sure that it didn't happen. I constantly had people sabotaging me, or when it was like I was making videos, those would be messed with. And I'm just like, well, shoot, if you don't really have that much confidence in me, why are you breaking your neck to try to make sure it is not occurring? So as soon as I say that, the lights start flashing, so they know I ain't like universe know I ain't lying. But it was so many things that I had to allow myself not to be even focused on, not worrying about, me saying something. I know now it's just like I always tell people, don't ever tell people your plans before you do it. Say something after it's been executed and it's laid down, because a lot of people are afraid to make sure it don't happen for you. They see the strength you carry, they see the potential you have within the things that you're placing your energy on, and they envy that. They really do. And I tell y'all that a lot. I even tell my people that I'm really close to, that I look at as like my little brothers and little sisters. I said, me, you can ask me my opinion and I will gladly, gladly give you that opinion, because I want everybody to sit up here and make it. I want everybody to win. You're on your journey of truth, and I want you to excel higher than you actually, you pushed yourself to motivate yourself to go doing more than you actually been doing, because you've been all right with it. Like, yeah, I've been doing it just to say I've been doing it. No, I want you to excel, because that's what I've been pushing myself to do. I don't want to just do enough, just having a mediocre accomplishments. I want to be able to say, when I got mine, I got mine. So I can appreciate the things that I do, because I've seen in my life where people see what I was made of, and they press me down. They put dirt on my name. They talk bad about me. All the different things I'm doing. I'm not a perfect person. I know I've done my dirt too. I'm not gonna place that all on everybody else. Um I accept the responsibilities on the decisions I've made in my life, and I'm okay with that, because I already know, okay, these are the things that I did. I spoke out of turn. I was sitting up here talking about stuff that I was on my way of doing. Those are the things I messed up on. Now it's just like, I just keep doing me. I just keep doing me. Even though there's times, even when I was sick, I had my concerns about this, but then, universe and God made sure I was still okay. It's like, no, we're telling you to sit down. No, we're telling you to pause for a minute. Reflect, reset, release, and keep it moving. And then next thing you know, it came out, everything was worked in my favor, because if they know that, they see that you're trying, and they see you go above and beyond, even though it can be hard at times, trust and believe universe got your back through whatever. A lot of times these tests don't seem fair. Those dark experiences, you seem unbearable, but these are the things that's going to reflect that power that you got into you. That warrior. A person might see a little bitty person, but when you look in the mirror, you see this big, huge, gigantic Godzilla looking angel warrior that's out there, that's just been placed in this little bitty body. And it's just like, it takes those times where you're tired of being stepped on, or you're tired of being abused or taken for granted. These are the things that you're going to go through. These are the things that you have to go through. It's just like through a wash cycle. You got to you got to put the soap and the fabric softener and all that stuff in there, and put that mess on extra heavy duty or whatever, for you to go through that cycle to get yourself cleansed to where you need to be. But it's like a lot of unpretty, dark situations are going to come facing up to you, coming to the surface, where it's not going to be something that's just going to be a walk in the park for it's going to really take you there. It's like, I fell apart, I lost my mind, but a lot of times you got to be able to lose your mind for you to be able to find your true purpose in life. You got to fall out a couple of times for you to be able to stand up and guide yourself in the right direction. Sometimes you got to have that setback so you can reset and go towards the places they're trying to guide you at, because a lot of times we try to take control of over everything, and that's not what the point was for you to go through that. A lot of times I be trying to control stuff, and it's just like, things are working out in your favor, but you have to just trust that process. Trust that where it's taking you, knowing that you're going to exceed if you keep going and you keep doing it. Yes, it can seem hard and overbearing at times, but trust and believe, everything is said and done, you're going to be able to appreciate that, because it molded you into a person that it pushed your capabilities. It gave you that extra like, we're gonna send you this energy so you can go a little bit harder. We appreciate what you're doing, but you can put more emphasis and more weight on what you're doing. But we have to be able to shake it up. A lot of times, our homes are taken from us. You got to go through that homelessness, or your jobs, they're firing you for the most stupidest things, or you getting rolled up for the most stupidest things. Those situations had to go through in your life, because if you didn't go, you would be still sitting up there complaining about a job you don't want to be at. But they're allowing you to tell you to put these certain things down so you can make room for things that we're trying to pick up for you. They want you to pick up that's going to benefit you, and it's going to take you places. It's like, you had to go through these dark times for you to be able to experience the joy and the blessings of abundance on many levels that we're trying to present to you. But you had to go through these times of desperation, time of deceit, that for the harsh truth. You had to be able to experience all these things to be able to benefit off of it. And that's where it's going to take you to that life of prosperity that you weren't even going to be able to comprehend, because once you finally open that box up, there's just pretty decorated for you, because God them about to drop some bombs on you you weren't even ready for. And whatever they're about to present to you, it's going to be something that you going to cry tears of joy about, because just of the hard times you've experienced in your life, things that's been snatched from you, things that's been stolen from you. because whatever is being taken from you is about to be replaced with 10 times fold. They're about to replace it with better. You know, a lot of times we feel like we're cheated out in life. Trust me, I feel that all the time. But it's just like I already know, I see my future and I see it bright and clear. And, you know, and all I can do is just like when they allow me to see that snippet, all I got to do is just keep going, keep manifesting, keep helping others. So, you know, showing my service to humanity, allowing myself to be placed in somebody's path or somebody's journey where they're feeling like they're going crazy or things don't make sense and people just not getting them, for them to be able to watch my videos and allow them to know there this too shall pass, and there's other people that are going through the same experiences you are, with the same spiritual, you know, changes they're going through. It's just that we're just on different situations but experience the same spiritual changes that we all can benefit from on so many levels. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my video. I wasn't trying to preach or anything, but I asked God, you know, I'm like, okay, universe, you put this situation, you know, you wanted me to talk about this, allow me to talk about what you want me to talk about so I can bring it, you know, towards a video. And, you know, I hope you are able to, you know, receive the message within this, you know, this content. And, you know, you're being blessed and safe with everything you do. So have a great weekend. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Amit. Much love to you. I hope all is well, as well as Lost Puppy. And Gabriel, much love to you as well, too. You know, I hope y'all have a blessed, safe weekend. Drop me a line, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't already, so you know when your girl's about to upload the next video. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, welcome to you. You know, welcome to our beautiful soul. You know, if there's things that you really need to talk about, you know, if you got Facebook Messenger, not the page, but the messenger, you know, you can look me up there and, you know, drop me a line, let me know, hey, you know, I need somebody to talk to. I'm just trying to make sense of my crazy life and I'll help out as best way I can. Whatever we talk about is 150,000% confidential. So it all stays there. So, know that, send out love, light, and prosperity, as well as, positive vibes towards people. You never know, your kind words and vibes can really help somebody a long way. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love. Peace. Be well.